Hey boss. Hey guys. And he got on and then kicked him out. Start running. But Cuphead's been done. Okay, I'm not gonna start it. Okay, I'm gonna die first. How did I get 2%? I'm only because I got. So, 3, 2, 1, start. Stop. No. Okay. Forgot. Bless you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, hold on. Are you listening?
Is that me?
Hold on, I know I heard it.
Hey, the guy for the lawn here, he's at the door, he's in the door. No, I think he just got here.
Oh my gosh, God. You can't beat somebody who was skilled with it.
R. both dead. She's trying to get it. Where's the trash? Oh yeah, that basketball shot right now. Oh!
You know that in Cuphead, during the Root Pack boss battle, Second phase is going to be a little bit harder, so I would recommend using the crack shot, which is this pink one over here. It's pretty great because it does a little homing attack and it like splits up and aims towards any enemies nearby. While holding that, you're able to run around and focus on avoiding all of those red laser beams. You can see over here that it goes clockwise and sometimes it goes counterclockwise, depending on which one is lit. And that being said, you can see you can walk through green, you can walk through yellow, and then once it's done with yellow, it's going to go over to red, and that is what's going to hit you. You'll notice that I'm able to switch over to the convert, which does massive damage. The second phase is going to be a Here's that S rank, Ruben Honey Bottom in Cuphead. Let's go. Tip number 1 is going to be using the lobber shot. The lobber shot's such a good shot for this boss fight. It does so much damage, and it shoots at the perfect angle to actually hit her, so just use it. Other than the lobber shot, you're also going to want to bring the spread shot and deal massive damage during your second phase transition. Alright, the second tip is going to be using this chalice. This chalice is such a good charm for this boss fight, and it's all because of her double jump. You don't have the DLC, then just buy it, because Cuphead's basically pay to win. Just use this challenge. The final tip is to help you out with your parries. Mainly just get all your parries during the first phase. Especially if you're using this chalice, it's really easy to get the parries in, and it's way easier to get parries during the first phase than in the second phase. There we go, those are my 3 tips to S rank Ruben Honey Bottoms. Hopefully that helped you out, and keep walking.
One day, I took a walk with Bo, and I sneezed. And from that point on, my back hurt. Oh my back. After tolerating the pain for a week like a man, I finally decided to have a chiropractor come help me. I laid down and he touched my back for a few seconds. Yeah, I can throw a rip. Good one. Wait, what? It turns out that from sneezing, I dislocated a rib like an old man. I didn't even know rib dislocation was a thing. I barely entered adulthood and my body is already deteriorating. So he fixed the rib and he adjusted my whole body. In conclusion, I've messed up my neck from sleeping wrong and I've thrown out a rib from sneezing. So I'm probably just one big fart away from death.
Making favorite foods of U.S. presidents, and today it's the original Florida man who defeated George Washington. Do you prefer the kid or adult version of these characters? I'm speaking Spanish if that was your, so I'll leave it at that. Looks like a Dr. Evil ripoff. Definitely prefer Baby Sweet. The kid from Up, what's his name, Kevin? I've never watched it, but I like the character design of him as a kid, like as the Boy Scout. He looks exactly like her older sister. But I think it's better that Lilo and Stitch are the same age as the kid. This is from that Russian cartoon, I think, right? Masha and the Bear. Again, like, it doesn't make sense to adultify her, so definitely kid. Agnes from Despicable Me. You can't beat the kid design, but I kind of wanted to see more of the new age.
I was watching the trailer for the Mario movie when I suddenly came to the realization that Mario's shoes are kinda ugly. I mean, look,
Oculus compared to Quest. Mama,
Yeah.
it's another Oculus,
Really?
and it's called.
This might sound insane, but today I'm going to try and win an Oculus Quest at Dave & Buster's for just $25 with YouTube legend Brent Radio. Now, since an Oculus Quest costs under 30,000 tickets, we're going to have to win the jackpot on every single game you play and you get 100% overall win rate. And even if we'll see it's fake, we actually on a crazy win streak that you're confident this are a one swipe at a time. Together, we were an unstoppable force, someone we call a modern-day George and Bernie, just two guys trying to beat the odds and achieve the American dream. Although after spending our $25 budget, we somehow came up 124,000 short. This might sound insane, but today I'm surprising tech news this week. Meta announced that the company is adjusting the prices of the Quest 2 headset. They're not lowering a headset that's 2 years old. They're raising the price to $100. So what do you think? Surprising tech. It's destroyed my Oculus Quest 2. Recently, I filmed a video where I worked out in virtual reality, and then I had to use this headset outside. Okay? One of the hottest days of the year. During the building process of that video, the headset did overheat a couple of times, and when I brought it home, I noticed that there was damage to the displays inside the headset. And now, every single time I use the Quest 2, I have these yellow dots all over the screen. I cannot believe it's destroyed. These are three things that I love about the Oculus Quest 2. Number one is that it does not require a game disc. This is a completely standalone device. Number two is that it does not require any additional sensors, which makes it super easy to set up compared to the original Oculus Rift. And finally, number three, I love the fact that it is completely wireless. It makes it much safer to use. These are three things. You laugh, you gotta kiss your own. As for their man, your boyfriend, wanna break from cats? Wanna break from cats? Wanna break from cats? Is changing his avatar. Well, that's what happens when your dog gets stuck in the toilet. Hear me out. Hear me out. What is this fucking haircut, bro? Bro has his own barcode. You laugh, you gotta kiss your own. Hey, my name's Brody. I'm making a video every day so that I'm on American in the morning. Here's what I did today. Woke up, I was going to see productions while I was doing laundry. I did some legs. Then I turned into cardio because I suck at that. Then I realized that my hands weren't moving anymore. I'm pretty much still, so I just went back to the I found a weight, so I just essentially moved along with them. And then I realized that I was still learning with the weight. And I was like, wait, what if I work with games? So I just started with it a lot. It's super cool. Oh yeah, I can't hold things in my two fingers. Anyway, I ended up just throwing this weight around, working on hand-eye coordination. Like hard dinos are really suck between my hands while I want them. And because my hands were moving anymore, I thought I should work on what I've decided to start calling my Tomb Raider Lachette. I made it one time. It was awesome, super satisfying. I'll do it really fast next. Hey, my name's Brody. I'm making a video every day for 11.
Oculus compared to
about the headset, the Quest 2. There are a lot of differences in hardware and abilities, and today I'm unpacking all of it. Hey, I'm Justin Tech, and I own Quest Pro. Today, I'm going to compare the two headsets and explain why they have faced such a large variation in price and who these headsets are geared toward, because there's definitely some confusion. And after the Quest Pro announcement, my friend was like, dude, the Quest 3 is so expensive. And I was like, dude, the Quest Pro is not the Quest 3. That's coming next year. The Quest Pro is for a very specific clientele, which I'll get into in this video. So now, let's compare these two headsets. Before I get into the nitty-gritty, let me explain what each headset is. First, there's the Quest 2. It's geared toward people who want to socialize with video games or even work out virtually out. It's like a mobile gaming console. You take it anywhere and play with it untethered from the computer. Then there's the Quest Pro, which costs you to an actual physical space. Meta says this headset can offer a more personal and productive experience for work than video calls. Mark Zuckerberg said the Pro is for people who want the best VR headset out there. Or for people who want a device that's for productivity. At first glance, these two headsets look very different, and well, that's because they are very different. After just a few minutes of trying on the Quest Pro, I was way happier with the fit. It's meant to fit with this cushion against your forehead, and then back here you've got a cushion for the back. It is not going to give you messy hair like the Quest does with the strap that goes along the front. The weight of the Pro is also distributed way better than the Quest 2 thanks to its curved cell battery on the backside. The Quest 2, on the other hand, is very front heavy, and it comes with a very basic strap. That one is very simple, like cloth. Now this is the Elite strap. I like this one a lot more, it gives you more support on the back of your head, but I've gone through 3 of these. This is the third one because I've had 2 break on. Luckily, Meta has replaced it, but this is actually a known issue with the straps. Now, not only is the Quest Pro more comfortable on your head, it's also more comfortable to peer into for a couple reasons. First of all, there is a dial along the front that can change the lens distance from your eyes. There's also a continuous lens spacing adjuster to adjust the interpupillary distance anywhere from 55 to 75 millimeters. Now, this positions the two lenses more accurately in front of the pupils. Now, with the Quest 2, you only set the IPT to 3 different settings, and personally, I found that none of the settings are perfect for my eyes. The Quest Pro's display is 40% thinner than the Quest 2 thanks to its pancake lens design. The lenses are not just thinner, but they have more pixels for sharper and clearer visuals. The LCD display has 37% more pixels per inch and 75% more contrast with richer and more vibrant colors than the Quest 2. Both headsets have multiple cameras to help the devices know where they are in the room so you can navigate around your physical and the virtual space. The Quest 2 has 4 cameras on the outside, and the Quest Pro introduces way more. There are 5 cameras on the outside, as well as another 4 on the inside of the headset, which can track your face and eyes. More on that in just a bit. The Pro is designed with the intention of seeing the space around you while using the headset, so you can easily peer out or see your physical space with your peripheral vision. Included with the Pro are 2 magnetic silicone light blockers, but if you want even more immersion in darkness, Meta has a full light blocker for $50. Let's get into some of the Pro's big upgrades. They both have a 96-degree vertical view, but the Pro has an increased 106-degree horizontal view versus the Quest 2's 96 degrees. This means you're going to be able to see more horizontally without needing to turn your head. I instantly felt this difference on the Pro. The Pro has an upgraded Snapdragon XR2 Plus chip, which has double the RAM of the Quest 2 Snapdragon XR2. It can also run at higher speeds without overheating,
Meta claims that the Pro is getting about 50% more power than the Quest 2. When it comes to refresh rate, the Pro actually got a downgrade. It can only reach a peak 90 Hz. The Quest 2 at launch supported 72 Hz and was eventually upgraded to 120 Hz. Especially since majority of the apps on the store don't reach past 90 Hz anyway. The upgraded cameras on Quest Pro offer color pass-through, and the Quest
$6 your way deal for a limited time. It's a royal still. Burger fries and chicken fries on your way for a feast on a budget head.
Now, many of you are likely set on a Quest 2 as your first VR headset, and many of you have likely already purchased a Quest 2. Yet the questions that myself and many other VR channels are asked, more than questions Mark Zuckerberg is asked in court, is what
VR headset should I buy? Buzzer G-Flip, tell me, my friend, please, what VR headset Quest 2 bad because Mark Zuckerberg's nuts.
So today I'm ranking every single VR headset, and by every single I mean every currently relevant VR headset. If I was to talk about every single VR headset ever, including the disaster that is the Amazon.com, Wish.com, eBay Supremo VR headset lineup in this video, it'd be 2 hours fucking long. It also means that newer and more niche headsets like the Toutoril will be excluded from this ranking because I can't barely rank them due to their recent releases. That said, to it not receiving some exclusives anymore, though Quest 1 is not going to be on this list today, because I think most of us already know the answer to where this is going to list on this ranking. So instead of making a 2-hour-long, overly statistical video detailing every single VR headset to ever exist, for you, I'm laying out the most influential and currently prominent VR headsets that you should consider buying into a good old classic tier list for you guys to easily understand, and help make your decision into the VR world just a little bit easier. And talking about making things easier, Toutoril have made it even easier for you guys to get their games for totally freaking free by giving the biggest chimp on YouTube, me, another key to give away to you guys. If you want to win, just drop a comment down below on what your own VR headset tier list is, and of course having like and subscribe, because I'll be picking beauties from my subscribers list. Toutoril are also hosting a Get Hip challenge that you can partake in now for a chance to win Toutoril's merch or $60 in my own views, as well as polls done through my Twitch streams at twitch.tv. A VR headset with an 180-degree FOV is now commonly used by sections of the military for training and is developed by Virgineers. What the f*** does that say? Virgineers. This headset is around $6,200, has automatic lens settings for ITV, hand tracking, voice commands, multicast capability, analyzer, moderated stand sound, filter, pedals, drums, gaming guitar,
6 consoles, 10 computers, bunch of wires.
You get the point. This thing is decked out on a stack on a cap, no cap, as TikTok says. These specs come at a serious cost though. Not only the $6,200 cost, but also the fact this thing weighs nearly 2 whole pounds. From a specs perspective, this thing would probably be getting an S on this list, but due to the serious weight and serious price tag, this is getting a C. Purely due to this being a more consumer-focused tier list, and I'm sure many of you watching are looking for your next headset to use on the f***ing International Space Station. Next up is the... This thing has a special little place in my heart due to being the first PC VR headset I ever owned. The Rift CV1 still to this day is a very solid headset in its construction, so much so that I actually prefer the design and feel of the Rift CV1 over virtually any headset out right now. Something about the easy baseball cap mounting and the lightweight helps make up for what it's now lacking in 2021. But not completely, as this thing is now unfortunately lacking a lot. The Rift CV1 has no inside-out tracking, the sensors provided have a pretty spotty track record when it comes to, tracking you, and the resolution is definitely dated. The audio still leaks better than what is found on the Quest 2 due to its amazing off-ear audio solution. The controllers are pretty similar to current Quest controllers, but with an inverted tracking ring and matte black material. The Rift CV1 is a
PSVR 2. PSVR 2. PSVR 2.
Gotta take off the wrist straps. Nobody uses these. Yeah, that's how you put them on your wrists. How do you take them off? Okay. somebody's gonna snap this, just rip it out of their PS5.
The PSVR2 has a huge flaw that can easily be fixed. Let's discuss. But first, hit that like button, follow or subscribe for more daily gaming news without the film. After about 1 week of the PSVR2, I have discovered a persistent issue with the system. The picture appears blurry far too often. This is due to user error, of course, such as not adjusting the headset's position properly. However, I think this issue could easily be resolved. Sony just needs to add a calibration mode that helps you find the sweet spot to help position the PSVR2 so that the image looks a lot more clear. There's already an eye tracking calibrator, but it doesn't do the job completely. So with that said, have you been having similar issues, or have you not noticed the problem at all? Let us know in the comments. The PSVR2 has a huge flaw that can easily be fixed. Let's discuss. But first, hit that like button, follow or subscribe.
3 things I love about the PSVR 2. It's one of the easiest VR headsets to set up. With a single USB Type-C cable, you are up and running in a few seconds. The headset vibrations are incredibly cool. Whenever something like an explosion happens, the front of your face will feel it. Very immersive. Finally, at number 3, the OLED HDR displays. These are very good quality, some of the best in a VR headset. 3 things I love about the
PSVR 2 features you actually need to know. And if you've one yourself, be sure to give this video a like so you don't forget about these tips. Tip 1. Go to the PS5 store, scroll across and click on PSVR 2, and at the top of the screen go to Try PSVR 2 Demos. And from here you can try out loads of new VR games for free. Tip 2. The controllers have been designed in a way for you to easily get that wrist strap on without having to awkwardly pull it on. All you have to do is move your wrist in this motion and the wrist strap will be tightened on your wrist. It's actually a really cool feature.
Here's how to S rank Calamaria in Cuphead on Expert. Let's get it. Alright, tip number 1, much like every other plane boss, use the Divine Relic. Do I even need to explain myself anymore? Combines all the charms, and you only have to switch between 2 weapons, so it's literally the GOAT for aerial bosses, so make sure you use it. Tip number 2, the minions she spawns at the bottom of the screen actually do have a hitbox, so if you can't get close enough to damage her, then you can use your bombs and damage the minions at the bottom, and it does damage to her health bar. Tip number 3, during her second phase, if you're having trouble getting frozen, then you can stick up near her forehead and use your bombs for some splash damage, although you still can get hit by the eels, so make sure you're not there for long. Alright, I've got an extra tip for anybody who uses a controller for this boss fight. If you get frozen during any of her phases, instead of spamming, put your finger on the thumbstick and then just rotate it really fast. Every single input counts as a button press, so you basically just break out really easy. There's the S rank. I'm running out of time, but keep watching because here's how to S rank.
This is just a normal egg, but this is the largest and strongest egg on the planet. Yep, these Jurassic-looking eggs are so thick and strong that you have to drill to get them open. But before we see what's inside and taste this versus a normal egg, there's something really cool about these. If you haven't guessed, this is the egg of an ostrich, which is the largest bird on Earth and the closest living descendant to theropod dinosaurs. So, let's drill it open. Oh shoot, ostrich eggs have about 25 times as much yolk as a normal chicken egg. And when I cooked them both to compare, here's what I noticed. The texture is definitely a little bit different. The ostrich egg is like a little more stringy. But when it came to taste, they were almost identical. There's zero difference in taste. All of them were experiments.
So hold up, do you know the Pixar theory about Blenny the fish in Finding Nemo? So we meet this little fish during the intervention scene when the sharks are all together discussing that fish are friends, not food. And at first glance, it looks like Blenny is scared because he's shaking. But what if the shaking is actually the result of withdrawal from his fish-eating addiction? Because at the end of Finding Nemo, if you stay past the credits, there's actually an end credit scene that shows Blenny eating the angler fish. So we already know that he's a fish eater. And one detail to point out here is that the sharks don't chase him when he ends up swimming away from the meat, which you would think that they would do if he was brought here against his own will. But share this with a friend that might not know this. So hold up, do you know the Pixar theory about Blenny the...
Hey, my brother with 100 million crops to see he really is a baby, bro. Versus the Stingray with 70 glass bar. That's doing pretty well so far. Oh, I mean, with so much glass. Okay, maybe not. What he doesn't realize is that now that he's done with the glass bottles, it's time for the real fun stuff. Why did I sign up for this? I'll be honest with you, it's hard to find 100 movie props. A lot of these are random items that I thought would be coming to the car. Car kids! Ow! Yeah! A wooden chair! A wooden table! mattress on it. Guess I'm getting run over. That was kind of fun. Maybe my brother would.
I snuck a laser into one.
I bought the new PSVR 2 headset for the PS5, and it's not what I expected. The specs on this thing are insane. 4K HDR OLED 120 Hz displays, eye tracking, and all of this is powered by a 1 USB Type-C cable. However, the build quality is atrocious. Just look at the padding for your face. It looks like it's missing a cover. A very disappointing first impressions, considering this costs $550. Follow for my full review. I bought...
Where are you gonna find a PlayStation 5? Where are you gonna find a PlayStation 5?
These are the best games you can play with the new PSVR 2. Gran Turismo 7 is well optimized and a lot of fun. However, this is a very cool FPS game. Horizon Call of the Mountains maybe is a little bit overrated, but has some good rock climbing sequences. And finally, Anthem 4 is unplugged air guitar. This is the Guitar Hero virtual reality. What would you play?
Which one you picking? Meta Pro or PlayStation VR 2? Comment below.
These 3 things that you're going to get up with the new PlayStation VR 2.
First off, it's a price tag of $550, which isn't bad for a good VR headset, but you're going to need to buy a PS5 to even run it. Secondly, as expected, the game library is going to be a lot smaller compared to PC VR. Thirdly, they're still using in-ear headphones that disconnect from it, which is going to result in these 3 things that you're going to get up with the new PlayStation VR 2. First off, it's a price tag of...
Who's the better roommate, Mario or Tails? Mario, of course. What? In the movie, his bed was made and everything around him was organized. Also, he's a handyman. He can fix anything that breaks.
Dude, you do know Tails is a better handyman. He's literally a mechanic. He literally has all the tools to modify any machine.
Who would want tools all over their room? Plus, he would be working all night on those machines. You wouldn't get any
Are
sleep.
you kidding me? Mario would be worse. Every single time he jumps, it'd be like, really? And plus, what are you going to do when Bowser shows up? What are you going to do when Reckless Sonic shows up? Tails will go and cook us all some food.
Who's the better roommate, Mario or Tails? Mario, of course.
What?
Did you guys get called like Axolotl was free? Well, nothing. Axolotl shouldn't even be pet.
Mama! Look at this kid. Wait. Mama, wait!
Oh, yeah. He's gonna call you. Okay, thank you.
Mama, look. This is the scary game on the VR.
This new
Mama,
Yes.
look at the eye tracking.
Where?
I just want to show you.
VR horror game for the PlayStation VR 2 headset tracks your eyes whilst you're playing the game.
Oh, okay, stop blinking. Stop blinking. Try. Oh no, I can't stop.
Oh my god. What kind of game is that?
No, Mom, the reason why it's moving at you because it's doing this. When you blink,
No, I know that, but what kind of game is that?
it's just a scary game. But you know scary games are there on the VR?
Okay, what are you doing on YouTube? Get off of YouTube.
If I'm
You
trying,
can't get on YouTube.
if I'm trying to see what's, like,
No. You can get us.
VR2 launches February 22nd, 2023 for
Wait, please?
$5 USD. Some games that launch Resident Evil.
oh. Games.
So we had to reconfigure the entire item from the mainland.
All right, listen up. We send our top spy private quickly up north to gather some intel. Unfortunately, we lost all contact with him and his whereabouts are unknown.
Mama.
Hey, it's 7 o'clock. Y'all can't play the VR anymore.
Wait, Mama. Mama, what did you say?
I said it's 7 o'clock. Y'all can't play the VR anymore.
Mom. I'm supposed to play this. It's not getting charged. Mama! Mama! It feels like 4 o'clock. Because it's so bright. No.